Welcome, everybody. This is the solution artist, Bobby at Parihar, coming to you guys here on a really, really special and very amazing day. What is it? It's any regular old Friday, right? For me, it is right now about 8:45 Friday evening. But where most of my friends and family are right now are in Australia. And so you guys down south right now are experiencing the second Lions Gate of this year. Okay. So I wanted to come live to you guys and share a little bit of love and good tidings to really help you move forward through this energy, because it was a crazy one. In case any of you guys were experiencing it 2 weeks ago or last week on the 8th, and you went through this 8-8 vibration, and it brought the worst out in a lot of people, and a lot of people have been coming to me being like, dude, I'm in need of help or guidance, or and I was just like, wow, me too. Like, the energy just came crashing down like a cosmic meteor shower. And spirit was not kidding when all year, and even just the way that these alignments have been working in the planets and stuff, that deep pains, deep senses of challenge within us all are like generationally deep. Like there's a lot of that ancient stuff in there that really gets pulled out. And I know a lot of people have had some really massive shifts. A high school friend of mine lost his life. People have been getting divorced. There's been financial ruin. There's been so much like you name it, it's going down right now. And I was just like unreal. And I was looking at this because I look at the skies, guys. I look at the numbers out there, and I'm looking at them thinking, there's another one coming and another one coming. Like this type of numerological gateway or access. This is it. This is the rip in the universe. This is the rip in reality that lets us understand whether or not we're growing or not. Are we stepping up to the next part of our level, next part of our game? Or are we going to, reinforce? It's obvious when we look at each other. Okay, you guys are all here with me. What's up, Janice, Vicky, Chantel? What's up? Anna's here. Julia, what's going on, guys? Huggy, Evelyn, Lisa. Hey, thanks for joining, everyone. But you guys are people who are getting better. You guys are people who have committed to creating more wealth in your life than just what corporate America or like the office can give you. There's this nurturing place inside of you guys that says, look, I'm going to break the code that I've been brought under. I'm going to grow past the things that I've been going through in life. And it's, for me, I feel just absolutely blessed and honored that we're here together, that I do what I do, because I could be stuck in there too. I thought I was gonna die in my cubicle. I found a really nice, comfortable job, and finally a place I could stay with. I wasn't getting fired, right? Before they fired me. And the reality is that like I thought I was gonna be there. I'm gonna climb the corporate ladder. I could do this. I've got skills. I'm gonna develop. I'm gonna get good with this people, and they kicked me right out. And so sometimes we have to go through our growth journey as a matter of like, there's no other option. For me, it was no other option. So when you decide you want to become better in life, when you decide you want to become financially free, and like you've got money coming in and you're joining this business, right? Everything inside of you is probably going to get messed up and moved around. All of this stuff is going to happen to you, because you're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to grow from this. I'm going to rise from this. And the universe is like, yeah, right. What happens if you stick your head out? You're going to get trimmed off. You're going to be the sore thumb sticking out. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. So you have to recognize that like the more noise you make, the more attention you draw to yourself. And for some of us, that's like the only place for us to thrive, is away from the common level energy. So when we see stuff like this happen, not everybody's paying attention to numerology. It takes a deeper level of spiritual soul journey to really question and face our vibration and look at it with a technical eye view. So I'm like very blessed that I'm here to be able to facilitate this stuff with you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are still in jobs, or I'm still trying to get my promotions, and we're still trying to build our business on the side as well. And I get it. It's not something that I've been through myself. I've been through myself as well. So it's not something I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm right there with you guys. And it's a wonderful blessing and a pleasure to be able to do this to you every time. I love going live. And especially this last week, I didn't get a chance to go live very much. I'm not going to get a chance to go live next week either. I'm getting married, guys. Guys, we're getting married. I'm getting married. It's going to be so super cool. So I wanted to come live for you guys. And, we're doing live only. And I'm going to keep this up. Actually, I was thinking, should I do live only 2-for-1? Because people, when they book it with me, right? Our first conversation is circulated around helping you reclaim your name, reclaim your birthday, reclaim your life, and really help you take an inventory over the things that are existing inside of your chart. That's why we're going to drop your birthday here. You guys are going to get some free readings here. But I wanted to make sure that I was like, you know what? The second conversation goes so much deeper because there's time in between it. You get a chance to actually absorb a new vibration. Things start to move around a little bit. You get a feeling for alignment, and now you want to align other things. You want people like, I want to talk about my kids. Can we have a conversation on my relationship? And like, I remember I went in for like 3 or 4 sessions. I was like, I need to know more and more. And then after that, I was just like, I need to know how to speak numerology because I can't keep doing this. I have to understand this language and learn how to write with it and learn how to read with it. So it's been an amazing journey, and it's led me to getting married to next week. Guys, like literally, I attest my new name, or the name I have, Bobby F. Parihar, to the success that I've been able to create. This was the guy that was on drugs, couldn't hold a job. It was either that or juggling. It was like juggling a job and a girlfriend was the same way as like being a really shitty juggler that just had eggs. And one would break, or one would drop, or one would just hatch and go away from me. So it would be like a nonstop show of like me just messing my life up, and got really depressed. And even I got my magic business, and this weird numerology stuff, changed my name, and nothing's happening. And then suddenly I get a really bad addiction problem, and I get kicked back out of my like financial zone, and I go back to home, and the bills were piling up. And guys, like this was really sad. And I'm doing like multiple drugs from my bedroom, just being really quiet, and I didn't really want to be around anyone. And it was this ripping of everything in my life. It was ripping everything away from me so that I could grow to a place of acceptance. Because if I've got this dream out there of being like, I want to be with the perfect person, I want to be in a loving relationship and all this stuff, but I wasn't in a loving relationship with me. Okay, just so we know, I didn't realize that was part of the component. But there's this reality of like, I wanted it, but I'm not that. And then it clicked, and it was something that's like, why would anyone want to be with me? Like, why would the perfect girl of my dreams ever even recognize me? I don't even want to be with myself. And how many times have people been able to say stuff like that to themselves? Like, I wish I was better. I wish I didn't have so much fat on me. And I wish I was like stronger and faster. I wish I wasn't such a this or that, or I'm super awkward and I hate it when I don't say the right thing. And, I'm always seeking for approval. And like, these are like the negative things that we always keep. I'm not good at that. And I'm mad at myself because I'm not good at that. And yeah, I'm just going to make it bad on myself. And this is our inner mind that we've got to deal with. And when I got a chance to change my vibration, I was going like on a downward slope. And this has got to be one of the most important, like 2-piece bits of information here. So just in case anybody's watching this and you're like, dude, I need to get like a session in with you. Round 1, we do your birthday. Round 2, I'm going to give you another session. We're going to go even deeper. Or if you want to pay it forward, let's go nominate someone who can't afford a session, and let's go help them change their lives. Give a free session away. I promise you guys, it's one of the most powerful experiences you'll ever have. But going through a shift in your vibe, it's not like you can just like be like a mosquito and just be like a schizophrenic spider, be like, and then just like run into another direction and like suddenly I'm successful. Like we're slow and we build patterns, and we gain attachments, and we have limiting beliefs. Like we have ideas that stop us from moving into new directions. Like, come on, like you think a new name is going to be a part of it's got to be like, this can't possibly do anything. And I mean, I like to think of the people like, Sarah Price made $65,000, like network marketing professional, found a magic. She talked to me like Then next thing you know, her sales went into the multiple five figures, like absolutely nuts. Okay. And then, or even Clint, my boy Clint was like, he was like, doing this Synergy thing for years, and Balaj was like, dude, you got to take a look at this number stuff. He puts the X in his name and Freedom Team just explodes. And it was a wonderful feeling to think that when the right person's ready for alignment, they absolutely take off. So getting this stuff done, guys, it's like you're going to be moving against the tide, against the winds. You're changing your direction. And for some of us, it could be 30 years of programming and 30 years of failing at school and 30 years of failing in relationships before we find, most of my clients are older than me. So it's like, we're too hard on ourselves. You guys have the vibration you're going to go through. I promise you guys, this is something that will absolutely change your world forever. You guys know that. And that's why I want to come out here and share this with you, because when you decide that that's you as a person and you're going to raise your vibration, and you're like, almost like, oh, what does that mean? Yoga, meditation, like people think of you like you're crazy. And it's like, I'm going to be a critical thinker. I'm going to think in positive terms. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in personal development, in coaches, in programs. I'm going to become a student again. I'm going to learn from mentors. I'm going to pick people with incomes that I want. I'm going to model their behavior. Like, that's a shift into a vibration. Your friends are going to be like, what? Your family is going to be like, are you crazy? Why can't you just get a job? Like, that sounds so weird. Like, why would you do that? Like, why can't you just get a nice career and just be a normal, regular human being? And my mom's like, if you like water so bad, why don't you become a plumber? And I'm like, it's tough when you want to change your vibe. People are going to attack you. And you know what the problem is that they've been bulleting you and using you as a target practice for their own vibrational energy reflections your whole life. And so the people that are around you, or you're with, and parents are guilty of doing this to your kids too. Everybody does this, but we reflect what we are and not necessarily what we want. Like, I wanted to be with someone like Sally, but I wasn't someone who loved myself. And that was one of the biggest challenges I had to deal with, is that I wasn't taking care of who I was. And really, I look at my numbers, I'm like, man, that old number, it said, I'm just going to give it all for my business and expect people to follow me, but I won't be able to see myself. Then I got a chance to put the F in my name. It switched things around. Oh my God, magic spell. And I like to think it's a play on words, because you spell the word like it's a spelling. And I was thinking about this, really funny, right? You guys got to take this into consideration. Currency is like, you say the word and you're like, oh, that means like dollars in different countries. Like, what's the currency value, right? And currency is like an actual tangible wealth, and it's something that you guys use to exchange value in different currency, and then in the country, right? Different countries. And then there's also the conversation around current. And a current is a form of electricity. It's a form of energy. And to think that these numbers are actually like aligned, they're the same word. One measures a financial wealth, and the other one measures an electrical value. And to think that that's the word of value, like, what currency you can build. When we take a look at some of these deeper level meanings of things, we realize that, guys, there is a bigger like vibration for you guys to flow into. Instead of saying things like cash and money and dollars, you want to think in terms of value and wealth and currency. But when we're looking at this, spells and spelling and these letters, they're actual characters, and we get to evoke the energy behind them. Like, you've never noticed, and I study this stuff, it's so super cool. Like, if you take a vowel, it's a sound that you're making, like A and E and I. But if you take a consonant, it's a shape that your tongue makes or your lips make. Like, there are such subtle, and that's why you find some words are very sharp and they're very jarring and cutting, and they're like negative language. And then you find some that are very soft and they're very flowy, and they're, they meander with you, and they're very eloquent. And you see there's a difference in the level of emotion that's attached with the different characters that you spell out. And if we're created in God's image, and we're doing this vibrational game as well, we're like playing sandbox version of the universe and the God with everything that we speak. And that's why it's really strange, because we get so hung up thinking that we're on the top of the food chain. But animals have been doing this, you know, for generations and eons, and ever since the beginning of life. Like we're the differentiator. Like we're the one who uses communication and as human beings, and we use it so much that we forget how spiritually magnetic our energy fields actually are based on the vibration. If you grow up and you're, you know, always like speaking negatively to yourself and others, you're probably going to have an anger energy there. Or imagine how irritated that person is when he sees the optimistic person who's always happy about everything. And even if something bad happens, we still learn anyway. And, you know, it's all part of the process. And how do you stay so positive and all that stuff? And the angry person's like, man, they've got something wrong with them. And their person's like, oh, I feel bad for them, but, you know, maybe they'll get it tomorrow. And you get a chance to see that people are vibing at different levels, and you get a chance to oscillate between them. It's going to be dark sometimes. It's going to have a really spiritual, demanding stage in your life sometimes. I get it. Sometimes that's tough. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly try to catch up with it. I know that I've been going nuts here. I just wanted to download something for you guys. Oh my God, really? Oh no, I'm missing. I don't have all of the comments because I am I can't scroll up. So I'm just going to quickly interact with you guys for a bit. Missed out the other day, Mar Noel. Yes, we should absolutely do yours. Let's see if I can just quickly I'm gonna do some readings, guys. So I want to give you guys the experience, because I mean, you can hear me talk about it. I can give you a 2-for-1. We should go through an emotional shift. Okay, like this is really what this gets a chance to do. So when I get an opportunity to read your guys' birthdays and I do this live, this isn't a cheap trick. This is a very sweet and loving gesture that I can give to the highest level of your abundance. So I appreciate you so much for showing up. Now, the crap that you have to deal with in your life, I promise you, it's going to help other people when you show up here. You're saying things like, oh, I want to have my numbers read. So I'm going to quickly do this. It's 9/23. 1989. Cool. I'm going to read that as soon as I fill out a page. Okay. So Tanya, does it have to be your legal birth name? Things have changed since you and I sat down 100 years ago. I changed my name. Damn, that's crazy. You shouldn't have done that without me, Tanya. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. Legal name changes, you don't want to do that without like special help. Okay. But I would like to think you have a legal name, a short name, about 5 or 6 different levels of a name that show up for you. And to know how each one of these characters, right, the words you spell in life, the characters of the word, how they show up inside of your vibration. It's like having rooms, right? Some of you are going to be bathrooms. Some part of you is going to be the kitchen. Some part is going to be a bedroom. Some part will be the study. Some part of you will be the garage. And you don't have to fight yourself. You just have to know not to put your, toilet paper in the garage, or like your toolkit in the washroom. Like, you guys have to understand that there are spaces and pieces of you that exist in total harmony. Okay. So I'm sorry I'm missing out on some of these birthdays here. So I've got Martha. Okay. And if I did miss out and you're like, whoa, I was next, I'm so sorry. But hang with me, because maybe some people might not show up, or they may not last until how much I can just ramble until, I get to doing a bit of a live reading. I wanted to come out to live to you guys because I'm not going to get a chance to come back for a while. I'm getting married next week. So I'm going to have some withdrawals. I'm going to miss you guys. It's going to be really weird to not talk to myself in a computer in an office. I'm right in front of my street, so people always see me. They're like, "What does he do?" Jason David Freeman. I just love saying that name. It just evokes power. My depth of awareness has been almost unbelievable at times since our session, vibrating at a higher level of frequency. It's like you step above the cloud of mediocrity, and not to say that you were there, but the names sometimes bang us around a little bit. And after our conversation, we vibed high. And for those who are supposed to be living at a level like that, they're going to naturally rise. For some of us who are, struggling through our way to unload some of the stuff, it could be a bit tougher. I have people who are like, Bobby, where's my shift? We had our session. I did it. Everybody gets their shift. Why don't I have a shift? And I'm like, yo, just relax. What's the final farewell? I'm not going to be here for a week and a half because I'm getting married. So I'm so super excited. Proud of you, man. Amazing to see you exactly where you are today. I appreciate and love you forever, Steve. You're my man. Jason says, Ophelia, oh sweet, June 13th, 1995. So Sarhan, okay, you're on the list. Let's put your birthday down and let's do this. June 13, 1995. I got to rip through these because they're scrolling too fast. Great job. Thank you, Jesse. Guys, do yourselves a favor. If your clients of mine, download your session as soon as possible, because I have a rolling online storage, and I get messages every day from people 12 months ago being like, hey, did my session delete? Just let you know. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I'm doing a 2-for-1 right now. So in case you guys want to get back in, I don't mind to tell the story again. I've grown since we told it last, so it's going to be better this time. And right now I'm doing 2-for-1 while I'm live. So it's a wedding special. Just wanted to let you guys know, okay? Janine. Okay, cool. So let's do this one. Did I do this one for you already? I thought I did. I did. October 6, 1981. Do we need to do this again? Like, we're doing 2-for-1s right now. So if I just read your numbers like yesterday, let's just relax. But if you're in Australia, welcome to your second Lionsgate. If you are in North America and it's going to be happening for you tomorrow, just understand that it is a very big deal tomorrow for you, energetically speaking, that you want to be in absolute truth to your power. Truth to your power, not this rah-rah of like, I think I can, I know I can believe it. You have to be in application and in truth of it, and not in hope, belief, and desire of it. It has to be an application. So tomorrow is going to be a very important day and very critical for a lot of people. I had my ass handed to me in the first one. I disappeared for a few days because I was just like, I needed time for myself. And a lot of people were going through the same thing, and a lot of sessions were like that, and it was crazy. So Carmen Smith is here. What's up, Carmen? We're going to put you on the map. And I feel bad just skipping over Janine. I just did you last time. So, okay, cool. Let's see here. August 29. Cool. So birthday month for you. And or was it that Janine? Did I do yours, or did you? Did you leave? Because sometimes people leave. Well, you were like the first one, so I'm pretty sure you got it done. Okay, cool. Catherine Godward, what's up? How's it going? What's going on? Man, a conversation with you again would be very, very vital, seeing as she was one of the original alignment phenomenons that I got a chance to be a part of. It felt like you just exploded after our talks together. So I appreciate you being so much in my life. Jennifer, your sessions are a game changer. So grateful for you. I enjoyed your growth. I really enjoyed your growth. That was a lot of fun. It's taken 37 years to create these thoughts and patterns. A shift won't happen immediately, but by the sound of what you do, it can definitely help to guide me and break me in those limiting beliefs I created in 37 years. It's true. What was it? October 6, 81. So that's 8 life path, right? Oh, I don't think you did get yours done, did you? Because something happened there. So we'll just quickly. I don't think that I got it done. It's a power of leadership and a power of independence. There's a very strong focus to need to take care of yourself. Feels like you can lose yourself a little bit in the service to others. But there is a very large propensity for wealth, which enters the very big challenge, is that if your ego is wrestling with self-worth issues, it could be causing a lot of depression because it's probably getting in your way of creating wealth in your life. Just taking a stab at that, Janine. When I see numbers like that, I'm like, ouch. But at the same time, the real ouch is because of how far you have to fall from how high these numbers can go. And the further that they fall, the more it's drawing and taxing on the soul. So a lot of people go through that. You have to really fall in love with your own power and your own sense of worth. It does come back for you, just in case you felt like you lost it and just sort of started giving to everyone else all of a sudden. You've got a very loving part of you, but we would expect really amazing things from numbers like this. I would like to think that your name needs a really solid brush up so that this doesn't become like, oh, you better. It's more like, all right, we're doing it. And yeah, that's basically what it is. So I do offer payment plans for anyone who's like, dude, I can't. Just let me know. Let's just book it in anyway. You can pay me later. Let's go make a bunch of money first. And then, you can come back for the bill later. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I'd rather do the work for you and get you ready to go and vibrationally like that's the real work, is to know, because I know that the universe is going to circulate back towards me and towards you. You always have to pay it forward. So if that's a really big motivation for anyone, while I have my flash sale live only, 2-for-1, gift it out to someone else who's kind of like struggling, or it's been 6 to 8 months and they haven't seen any success yet. It will do wonders for you guys. Okay, so Tapora's here. What's going on? Tapora, we're going to do yours, and then what we have here. September 22nd, 1965. Okay, we'll take a look and see what's up. Hey, Sharon, what's up? Wow, I find it so hard to believe Bobby with low self-esteem. Oh, man. I have no idea. I didn't like. Anyway, we're not going to go back there. But yes, it was very, very difficult to be with myself. I really didn't want to. Zap, zap. Absolutely. All right, Paul, what's going on? Paul R. Stevens the fourth. All right, let's do this here. So we're going to go, Paul, my brother, and we're going to pull your birthday out. I'm going to do this in order. So this is March 17. Like the birth path. I like the different numbers that show up in here. 3, 6, and 8. That means the life path 8, which is nice. There's a powerful level of intelligence in there as well. And but you had some fun. You know how to create wealth, or at least you definitely should. But there is going to be a balance between it that shows up in life. Ooh, I love that, Tanya Cruz. Is that what you got going on right now? Just ones. I get it, but make sure if you guys are going to be doing any big, huge changes, you may want to consult someone like myself. Panya's like, can I put in my partner's birthday, December 31st? Let's do December 31, 1985. I've had a session with you, but he needs one. He's asleep right now. It's late here in Montreal. Okay, so you'll have to be with me, though. If it's late here, then you got to hang out with me because this could take a while. I'm just saying. And we're going to put Panya's partner because sometimes people don't last. And if I call your name and you ain't out there, then uh-oh. Okay, Becca Boo, what's up? Okay, so we're going to go with Becca. You're here. Cool. And that's June. And I like how there's a lot of 6s and a lot of 8s being read right now. This is good. And then it's like you guys are all showing up together at the same time. Danella, how's it going? Danella, what's up? Okay, so here we're going to have yours as well. And we're going to see February 9, 1976. And then Maya, how's it going, Maya? Great to see you. I'm running out of page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go March 13, 1976. Cool. This is going to be fun, guys. You guys ready for this? And we're all going to learn from this stuff. Hey, Kate, yes, you did, didn't you? Did you miss out last time? Can't find your name. But if you missed out, I'm so sad for that. Major migraine, Vicky. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, Sharon. Okay, cool. So we've got Maya showing up at the end of the list. If I have some time after or people aren't ready for their reading and they kind of just don't show up, if you guys have had your reading done and you feel particularly, serving to others right now and be like, you know what, let someone else who hasn't had their birth chart ran before step in front of you, then by all means, you're more than welcome. I don't mind being selfish if you do. If you want to talk about you, we can. But there's a lot of really cool big things that are going on right now, okay? So it might be a very good time to sit in this chair, at least for 2 minutes right now while we're doing this live, so we can give you a little bit of clarity, and other people who are circulating around your vibration, so they have the same birthday, the same birth month, the same birth year, the same life path, they get a chance to find some value in this as well. So just to be fair, there are 9 numbers, a quick little preface introduction to what we're going to do here. There's 9 numbers. We add them around until they add up to one number, okay? So there's going to be 1 through 9, and with this many birthdays, we see a lot of the same numbers here. So it's cool how a lot of the vibration is flowing in today, but pay very, very, very close attention to your thoughts, your actions, your commitments, your ideas, and everything that you bring to the planet tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day for extraordinary action. And I wish, well, if you're on the 17th, it's the 17th. So in case you're watching this and you're already there, or in case you're watching the replay and you're already there, or it's any given Tuesday and you say, no, this is my new beginning right now. I hope that you find value in what's about to be shared here. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to quickly get through some of these comments. Zeliana, I'm so sorry. I've gotten up already. Love your integrity with giving people a taster. Absolutely. No, not legal name. Don't worry. Good. Okay, Tanya, we absolutely have to make sure. We should tap. Absolutely. Happy wedding week. Thank you, Mitsuko. Congratulations. Thanks, guys. We're super excited. I made my slideshow. I'm really excited. And so I'm like, and I thought it was going to be nice and cool, but now the nerves are starting to kick in, and I'm like, oh, and then so we're getting very excited here. Hey, Les, what's going on, Tess? Maya, so happy for both of us. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. So how do we sign up for the 2-for-1? If you guys go to my site, it's www.bobbyfparihar.xyz. I'm just going to drop it in here. And I see that you booked in because I can see you booking in live. Or you can just put in the comments, hey, I booked in. Then I'll make sure that I understand, I know, and then we'll book another session when we talk so that we can just see how quickly or how far along we need to. On my site, you'll just get a chance to book a session. So you'll have to let me know in the notes, hey, you had a 2-for-1, and no sneaky deals here. You can't just do it later. Maybe I might extend it for a few hours. Who knows, right? We're getting married, so depending on how long and who watches. So some people are just like, I got time for this, and they never actually get to that part where I'm like, oh, I said it, but you weren't there, you didn't claim it. So I've developed a new backbone for integrity. So it doesn't feel good when someone's like, oh, can you just help me out? I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to be, like fair, energetically speaking to what I'm saying. So I like having that level of integrity. I missed out. Okay, cool. I wasn't online when my number came up. Janine, I'm glad that you're here. So and that's why I was reading this one a little bit for you. So I think maybe I'll just start with yours, okay? Let's see here. Ruth, sorry, we're not taking out anymore. Lee Martin, hey, what's going on? What's going on, Lee? Elise is here. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not taking any more birthdays. I've got a full chart here. I'm just getting through some of these. Payment plan would be amazing. Janine, message me, let me know. It's like I would recommend 60 or 90 minutes is what my payment plan sessions are. And it's an absolute epic way to see how badly the universe wants to invest in you. And some people on payment plan, they still no show for the session. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, it's nuts. And I can imagine, because I used to be in that much of a hole to think I can't even accept a gesture like this that's going to help me. I'm super patient. Ask anyone who owes me money. Okay, so let's take a look here. Yes, I'm here. Michelle's here. What's up, Joe? Marianne, honey. Alex, what's going on, brother? Let someone else have mine left. See, I knew mine. I was going to say that. What we'll do is we'll get to there, and then we'll keep going. Brandy Lynn, it's going to be an awesome day. I'm so glad you just said that, because that's like she's evoking a power code right there. I have to go lay down this podcast. That's awesome. You do podcasts now, Tanya? That's awesome. Have a happy wedding. I've been stalking your site. Absolutely get in there. This is my site for any of you guys wanting to book it in. So let's have some fun. Let's do this. I'm super blessed and very grateful for this technology and learning how to do it and learning how to read it. I hope that you find value in what I'm about to say, and I appreciate you if you're on this list and I'm able to just put you on the table and basically talk about how the vibration's hitting you. So we're gonna see here, what this offers for others. And Janine's first, okay? So we're gonna talk a little bit about this. We talked about this a second ago. This is the type of person, and a lot of people have these 8s and 6s. So let's get real over here. When I'm doing these 9 numbers, 6 and 8 are the numbers that I like to dwell in for success. They are the numbers that say long-term wealth, financial, emotional, spiritual, energetic, the whole 9, okay? So when we see those numbers, we need them to work in benefit, because when they don't work in benefit and they're working against us, because that happens, sometimes we just catch a bad deal. The sharpest knives can cut when you're in the kitchen. So to know that a sharp tool can be used against you, this feeling of these numbers are like, they can definitely disassociate from the self. They feel like they don't love themselves. They feel like they don't take care of themselves. They feel like they're not worthy or they're too smart for this, and that's so they dumb themselves down, self-sabotage. You can get into addictions and feelings of chemically replacing, like artificially replacing chemicals that should be being produced in the body. These numbers in the negative can be very depressed and very upset and almost just like, I don't care, and like feeling of I'm not worth it. So we really want to make, because on the positive side, long-term life, long-term longevity, long-term business wealth, community builds around your organization, right? Like big things happen for you in life. So it's a good idea. Like, for example, me and my wife are being married on a 6 day, right? Like I'm choosing that vibration in an 8 month, and, and then to complement more numbers, things like a 22 day. So, when I look at the vibrational construct of the day, I'm seeing powerful levels of vibration for long-term, foundation, magnetism, law of attraction, wealth, soulmate worth. And so I'm really excited that this is going to be how it shows up. But let's keep going. So Janine's got these numbers, and this is a perfect yes, but it's also a very strong warning, because all of that stuff that I said could be things that are affecting you. So when we look at you being born in October, or you being born on 1981, these ones on either side offer a fairly large bit of self-judgment or self-attack or ego against the self, and can be feelings of needing to be independent. So it can on the negative side only take care of itself into self-preservation when it really wants to help lead and generate and create wealth for others. So there's a very like, is this going to work or not? And what we get a chance to do when we look at all of your names, because Tanya's like, oh, what about your legal name and all this stuff? There are different rooms and layers for you to exist in. So you get a chance to look at this and be like, oh no, I'm using this name for business and it doesn't say business. Or, oh no, this is the name inside of me and it shows up and starts saying bad things about myself where no one else can hear me. And so we've got and you're like, oh my God, I need to flip the script. I'm like, yeah, sometimes it just looks backwards, or sometimes we've got the thing inside out, or the name just doesn't work to our benefit. And don't anybody go and start blaming your parents. It was a sign of expression of love, and it was also your soul's destiny and karma. I like to think that you watching this and being here and being part of this audience, you're selecting yourself of the higher vibration, knowing that you have some good things in you, you have drive in you, you're going to get things done. We just had a bad rap in life a little bit. Sometimes some bad things happen. But if you're going to be like, no, I'm going to stay in the bad, then what are you doing watching this? This must be very depressing, because I'm going to make you better. I'm going to help you get to a better space and a better zone of your existence. Might not be a bad idea to recognize that you're worth it, you deserve it, you're building for it anyway, you've invested thousands of dollars into that vibration. So for somebody like Janine, with numbers like this, with great power comes great responsibility. I promise you, you need to make sure that you cultivate a discipline around self-love and self-worth. Like, this is huge. I don't care what a name can do for you. If you don't do that for yourself before you even put a vibration on, that's like first thing in the morning. You have to really cultivate a discipline around love and care for the self. And I'm like, oh man, isn't that true? And like, for me, same thing. I used to just be very angry and nasty to myself, and we all do this. So it's not like she's like, the scapegoat here. This is a big lesson that's seems to be reoccurring here while we go through. So I appreciate you being here with us, Janine. A session together would be vital. Just message me, let me know that we're going to connect, and we'll set a date, and we're going to have a great time. And will absolutely move you in a way that only you will know, because it's going to be your story that you get told. And I was thinking about it to my wife. I'm like, I don't know you guys before we meet, but by the time we're done, it's like we're family. So let's keep moving on here. Mar Noel, if you're with us, say what's up. If you're not, what? I'm sorry, it's only been like 10 minutes. You could wait 10 minutes. But if you're with me, let me know. And you missed out last time. You're going to miss out again. And I really want to be here for you guys. Absolutely super blessed to do this. If it's not Mar Noel, then it's Martha. And after, I'm wondering if I'm getting, I'm not sure if sometimes the comments don't come in. So in case you're getting comments, let me know. Martha, Sarhan, Carmen, Catherine, Tapora, Paul, and Panya's partner, Becca, Danella, and Maya. So this is a pretty cool list tonight. If you guys are still with me, or if any of you guys are there, if there's a delay in the comments, I apologize. I'm here. Mar Noel's here. Sweet. Okay, so there's like a good 15 to 20 second delay. Let's get you in. Let's start talking about this. Cool. Martha's here too. Stick in, guys. You're coming up. So Martha, let's talk about this. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? So we're going to take a look at your birthday. 2 for February. Oh, sorry, September. 9 for September. 5 for, oh shoot, okay, here we go. Here we go. So Mar Noel's a life path 5. Everything you have said is like you're reading my mind. We'll message you for a session. It's a common, I appreciate you saying that, Janine, and I really would be would love to serve you in your wealth, okay? So Mar Noel, your birth path has 2 numbers in it, okay? So 9 for September, 5 for the 23rd, we add that up, and then 1989 is also a 9. So your birthday looks like 9, 5, and 9, and then when I add it together, it adds up to a 5. So when I take a look at this name, I have this birth path, there are 2 components here. There is a warrior and there is a humanitarian. There are 2 really big modes here. and you're going to switch between them through life. But this is like ultimate and master warrior. So when we see things like this, we see a charge, we see someone who cares a lot for other people, but can go through one of the most dramatic self-attack vibrations that we know as human beings. This one could be, the 9 is very selfless and it almost disappears. And the 5 gets very reckless. And because of the absence of self, this can take out all of its pains and frustrations on itself. Sometimes when it gets really nasty, it can do this on others. But really what it would like to do is fight for others. It just gets caught under the rubble more than often than it wants to. And by getting you caught anywhere is a bad idea. You need to be free. You need to be running. You need to be jumping and traveling and enjoying new speeds and new places and changing things around and never sitting in one place twice, the same place twice, right? This is a very active and like emotionally powerful. There's a lot of passion and a lot of ambition. And I would imagine you come across as quite a sharp tongue or quite sharp, thing. Sometimes you'll just tell someone right where to put it. If someone's getting beat up or upset or, whatever it is, or they're getting picked on, you can show up and just be like, what are you doing? And this 9, this 5, the 5 speaks for fighter and the 9 speaks for, hey, and I will love on top of this. So the 5 really wants to make sure that it helps other people. And the 9 is almost like, I'm sent here to help people. So this is a really big looking number. It can be very difficult for things like relationships. Part of this may not even want one. And on the other side, it's like, I've set the bar so high that no one can ever reach it anyway. So we're just going to stay nice and safe, or we don't have to be committed to anything. Or there could be on the opposite end. It's like, oh man, commitment's horrible. I want to just be free. I don't want to take anything seriously. And this can affect you in your wealth. This can be a challenge that dives past its ability to stay financially powerful, right? Like it's like all your money gets drained faster than you can make it, and you spend it faster than it even exists. And it's just like this, and this can be one of the reasons why we want to be an entrepreneur, but one of the other reasons why we got no patience to stay the road. It's like impatient. I was got to get this done yesterday. What's the winning ad? And this vibration inside of there says, I just want to get there. I just want to run and be free. And so when we're looking at this, I'm like, remember 6, 8, remember 6 and 8. We need these numbers to create wealth, at least one of them. You could put the 5 with a 6. You could put a 5 with an 8. You can make it work. So in case there is that need to be free and ambitious, you can still create wealth. But with a life path like this, it's very dependent on your name that you're going to become successful in life. Okay, some people are lucky that they have at least the right road, but you've got to trailblaze. You're a pioneer. You got to go in places that you've never been before, and there's a really big fight that you have to go through in life. So in case you've been right there looking down the barrel or in tough spaces, my heart goes out to you because you made it. You're still alive. That's a big deal. These numbers are like, I'm going to fight and I'm going to die in the flames. So you want to make sure that you do the right thing, right? And you have got the ability to succeed, because otherwise the fire just consumes you on the inside. And the worst deaths are the ones where we don't even die. We just veg along being angry at the world and just don't get into that, and that shit doesn't work, and just always being on the negative vibration of wealth. Not to say this birthday is supposed to be. I'm on the positive end. And let's say what happens here. Let's say you get really, you become very, wealthy, and let's just go down that future. I'm speaking to your greatness, so we're picking that destiny. You're going to become extraordinarily wealthy, right? You would spend your money on traveling, experiences, helping others, paying people, tipping people, taking care of people, fighting for things and causes, and very active. That kind of stuff would show up as a wonderful way that your success and your value shows up. It's about collecting experience and not things. Okay, so we know that you've got power in there, but as I say, with numbers like this, it's going to be the critical point of how sharp the tool is and how little or how much you're not burning yourself down. So in case that's kind of a thing, that's why we do this, because after you see this, you can't unsee this. Look at, she's like, wow. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those realities that this stuff is a deeper level of I call them when we do a session. And I give you a book, and it's this is your owner's manual. You're going to need this. This is everything that you are. And it also includes a calendar, so you can take a look at the next, piece. Or like today, when we're doing a 2-for-1, we get to be the calendar in the next session. So session 1, we talk about the cast. This is like Iron Man and and Thor and Captain America movies. And then session 2 is like, all right, now this is like the Avengers. Now we get a chance to go down the timeline and see what happens inside of what all the characters who have developed, what do they end up going through when they go through their journey. So that's the difference between level 1 and level 2 numerology. Level 1 is all about the self. You deserve to have that story told about you. Level 2 goes and talks about that. So if I've had a conversation with you already and you're on this list, perhaps maybe I'll do a quick little go live reading on where you're at right now, and what to expect inside of second session with us. Okay, so cool, pretty cool, absolutely awesome to see you, Marnoel. I'm appreciative of you're here. This is not the type of girl you want to argue with. I'll tell you that. She's going to be real sharp. But here we go. We're going to keep going. Martha's here. I know Martha said she was here, and I would be really weird if you left in the meantime. But let me know you're with me. And happy birthday, Nicole. Should we do Nicole's free reading here right now? No, I think I already did yours. But and I also don't want to break line here, but I'll definitely read yours if you want to stick around and hang around. It'll probably be about an hour because it's how long it takes me. But your name or your birthday is a phenomenal one. Okay, like you're born on a Lion's Gateway. So we would imagine that this is going to do some serious big things for you. And it's a pleasure to connect with an energy like this. That's a very strong level woman. And so happy birthday. The best of birthdays with you. It's a very, very powerful feeling. So, okay, Martha's here. All right, Martha Catalina, let's do this. So you're born in a 2-month, okay? So we've got February, and then we see 7, and then we see 1988, okay? So let me just... it's in my water. We're going to go in here. We're going to do a reading on this birthday. And like we were just talking about this when we talked about Mar-Noel. We were like, oh, you're going to need a name because your birth path isn't giving us the wealth thing that we wish we'd chinged on, right? In Martha's case, it starts off in a bit more of a climb towards creating the style of wealth that you're ultimately going to create in your lifetime. But you grow into a really strong magnetic vortex for a very powerful level of magnetic wealth, okay? So this is a very strong set of numbers, and they connect really well at every level. But it kind of takes the full ride to really come to the height of what it needs to do in life. So it's a life path 8, and you're in a gateway of 8 day. I'm assuming you're down south, or it's tomorrow for you anyway. 8 month, 8 life path, 8 day. There's a vibration in here for you. Your life path 8, born in 1988, that you have a very strong ultimate desire to become opulently wealthy. Okay, so financial wellness needs to be a very strong health factor inside of your well-being. Okay, it's not a bad thing. But when we see February, we have a vibration of partnership. So as a smaller little energy, we see that this is going to be very loyal, but also wants to get things done with someone to a profitability. So you work well with others when there's an ability to create wealth. Otherwise, it's going to be like, oh my God, I'm wasting my time and I don't know how to end this conversation because I don't want to be rude. The 2 just wants to be, oh yeah. And then the 8 is like, oh, I got to get out of here. Oh my gosh. And then it's like, oh my God, I think I left the cat on the stove. I got to go. And like it just will want to break from that energy of partnership, because if it's not a profitable situation, you don't want to be in it. Then comes in the difficult number. Now, this is a really good thing, and it's also a very challenging thing. On the good side of having a 7 inside of being born on the 7th, right? We see a powerful level of intuition, like a psychic ability to be like, oh, she's seen her wealth. She's seen it. She knows what it's going to look like. She's been there in her mind. Like she's been there in her mind's eye, and like not just a daydream of it, but like a time travel into it. So because it's a very magnetic looking birthday, okay? And then 7 gives you spiritual, intuitive, and clarity. So to have that in the middle is very powerful for looking at your future. But then now the problem can be like cat got your tongue. And, it was mad that you left it on the stove. And so now you can't speak as much because it feels almost as if your 7 represses a bit of verbal communication, but it's almost like you're being haunted by your vision. Now, I want to let you know this is something that is like a very good combination with an 8. So it will be very powerful. And when you find your power, hopefully it's just a new name and it's not like a serious trauma that's been reinforced over the last how many decades. That happens. Sometimes people got the best shot in life, but then because they got big numbers, they're going to get squished on by their parents and they're not going to get a chance to bloom and blossom into the powerful magnetic human being they will. They're just going to feel like, success is a dangerous space. I don't have a wealth consciousness and I've got money blocks. And I'm like, oh my God, really? With numbers like this, if that's a challenge for you, I feel so bad because this is going like this into wealth. Like what? Like what? When you get there, you're powering up as a double wizard vibration. Life path 8, 88 year path 8. Like this thing is like, we want to be around you and rub you. It's like a little golden leprechaun that grows into it. But you have to protect the magic inside of you. And how do we do that? Magic, currency, current, words, spelling. Here's the real world level for everyone here, okay? Be careful about the words that you say to yourself when you're not paying attention to what you're talking about and you're just mad and angry. Like, pay attention to the things that you allow yourself to believe. Like, pay attention to how you treat yourself and others. Like, be very critical about what you let your vibration do and say for you. Do you wake up and you're like, oh, I just need another hour. Why am I so tired? Or do you wake up and you're like, I'm still alive. All my fingers, all my toes, everything's there. Okay, good. I'm another day. Though it looks like it's still early. It looks like I can get a lot done today, and like I'm feeling good. Like how do you approach energy and vibrational challenges? So that's a big thing that a lot of people deal with and go through in life. So when we're looking at numbers like this, we have to protect your ability to speak power into yourself and others, because your numbers are a bit more magnetic than generally speaking, okay? And this can be a super challenge in case your name is super messed up and you're like, oh, man, you're speaking to me right now, but I feel like I'm stuck and I can't, and every time I try, I just don't know how to, like verbalize. That's this thing. If I had to guess, I'd say like, can you help me? I need someone to work with, and a vibration of like, I know I can see, I just don't know how to get it out. And this is what the birthday looks like. I'm not familiar with the names. I'm not going to do names today, but yes. Okay. So let's take a look at this. We're going to keep going. Sarhan, are you with us? Sarhan. Thank you so much. I've never had this kind of reading done before. Trust me, it's the most powerful thing you'll ever experience in your life. Louisa, what's going on? Christine, how are you? Michelle's here. Brooke, boss, boom. Renee's here. Another boss. Guys, if you guys are experiencing, it's the second gateway portal right now. Sarhan's here. You're up next, okay? So Brooke, Renee, special mention, and clearly Martha. You boss wizards are with all these 8s in your names and these big level powers in your journey. Today's a big day. Brooke, for you tomorrow, unless you're still down under. But if you're in the North America on the 17th, just get ready to take a lot of action and keep yourself really busy with a lot of action. Okay. So just so we know, Sarhan, you're up. Let's do this. Oh my God. Wow. It's taking me a while to recognize this magnetism, but you've read me perfectly. I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you so much. Martha's saying here, it's taking me a while to recognize this magnetism, but you're reading to me perfectly. I'll tell you as a warning, caution, like, the thing on the side of your car that says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Imagine your voice had one of these labels that said, warning, things this person says happens and manifests at double or triple the rate. And sometimes a negative name could be like, man, I've never done this. I've never acknowledged how does this person acknowledge me? And he doesn't even know me. And I don't even acknowledge myself. And I'm like, yeah, we should do a session. So just so you know, nothing wrong with you. Great things with you, Martha. Absolutely. But For all my big boss people out there, make sure you understand that today's a big, 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 powerful day for you if you're in the 17th. Lionsgate energy, massive magnetism for wizard. Things that we do today are going to have a powerful effect. Things that happen on this day are going to just, and it's almost a very powerful feeling of magnetic energy that shows up. Hey, Carolyn, what's up? I like doing go lives at this time of night. Carolyn joins me. And also, I got lots of people from down south. This is really cool. I try to do go lives in the morning, and then my morning, it's like 5 in the morning down south. So I want to say I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. My life wouldn't be the same without you guys, and I'm really excited. I'm not going to be here for very long. I'm going to be getting married next month, so or next week. So I'm not going to be doing my go lives for a bit. I'll miss you guys. I'm doing a 2-for-1 live flash sale right now, so just paying it forward because it's wedding season. And that means I really want to help people get to a better place. So I'm really happy. And I think that this energy can really help a lot of people. So in case you guys want to book in and you want to see me, I still have August slots open in my site. And let me know that we've got a 2-for-1 special that's happening only while I'm live. So you have to book in with me. I'll be able to see if you do. I can read it. You can let me know. But yes, I appreciate you guys so much for everything. Let's keep going. Sarhan. So Sarhan's got a really interesting level of numbers here, okay? So Sarhan shows up with a June birthday, 13th day, and a 6th year, 1995. So when I add this all together, I see this vibration shows up as a life path 7. Now, this is going to be a challenge that a lot of people go through. Of course, there's always a challenge, right? Nothing's ever written so perfectly unless you're that guy and you're like, or that girl, and you're like, oh my God. So here we're going to take a look at the distraction between oh, my little son's not having a good time right now. Sometimes they pick each other and you can hear him. Now he's like standing up for himself. He's like, no. Okay, because there's 4 kids, right? And he likes to take things. And the 2-year-old doesn't like that. I'm like, whoa, easy, chill, yo, guys. Just relax. It's just a baby. And then Jen's like, no. And she like hides all the toys from him. I'm like, yo, Jen, you gotta share, girl. And like, it's crazy because she used to be the little one. Now she's gaining her sense of like, I'm the older one now. What's up? And the little baby's like not letting go of the toys. So, Sarhan, let's talk about this. There's 2 modes here, okay? On one side, we're describing some of the energy that's happening inside of your world, okay? So, on the life path 7, we have that spiritual, psychic, that energy feeling of very intuitive and emotionally connected. That feeling shows up there that says, I can feel things, and it can be very comfortable not saying anything. This can also be a really potent source of procrastination or laziness or feelings of like just vegging out or not moving. It can feel like it can put things off to another time. And it also feels like it can disconnect from time a little bit too. So the very spiritual side to this number, okay, 7. Very divine in its reality. So super curious. This kind of conversation would just like light you right and be like, oh my God, this is so crazy. Because it just like, it speaks to you, and even to a place where you don't quite say to others. So you may keep some of this stuff for just you. It's okay if you do. That's fine. The 7s are very kind of like, I'll keep it to myself. But then on the other side of this, we have a June in 95, and then on the 13th. The vibration that shows up here is connected to its logic, connected to its emotion, connected to its service to others. So on one side, you're not saying anything, but on the other side, you're very loving, you're very emotionally mature, you're very disciplined, super logical, very methodical, like a critical thinker, can be a little OCD, let's face it, can get really irritated and annoyed, but painstakingly patient, okay? Like, it's okay, give them another chance, but really it just kind of grinds you on the inside and you wouldn't know how to speak up for yourself anyway. And so these numbers are going to like, you know, kind of like put this feeling around you that you may not speak up for yourself until it's too late, or unless you're speaking up for someone else. In that case, you're not speaking up for yourself anyway. But you would like to give love and give like good qualities of love. This is a serious, I only date for keeps. Like, you know, I don't want to do this, you know, like small business. I'm here to create something, and there's a very large amount of love, but there's also a very quiet level of wisdom, okay? So when we're looking at this, it's the space that you create for people. It's the space that you create for others that allows them to be who they are and feel loved and feel like you're a good listener and you give really good advice. But the challenge here, because there always is one, you're pitted against emotion versus communication. And on the other side, it's like it's much more on the selfless side. Like you only just get annoyed with what you feel like you deserve, but then you care like, but I really don't say what I deserve or speak up for it. So I can't really be mad at that. And I don't really want it that bad anyway, but I'm still kind of irritated and frustrated, but let's just give him another chance. And so this vibration is like looking for ways to just disassociate from the self. And I like to think that I've got, I had that in the worst way when I had my sixth shot, born in June. It made me feel like I just kept on giving up everything for others. And then I found my solidarity as an adult, saying, no, I've got to be a leader. I've got to do things for myself and stand in my own light. And I was blessed that my birthday did that to me. Otherwise, I may have needed a name. I did use a name. I had a -1 in my name too. So I needed that vibrational alignment to help me move into self-worth and self-quality. And now I like going to the gym, and I like, like taking care of others and serving people, because it makes me feel like I'm actually like taking care of the reflections of myself as well too. So wonderful looking life path. I would go very deep into meditation with this. I would go very deep into emotionally understanding that you know the success is out there for you, and that you're not afraid to build that road and to put in that work and to be patient along it, because it will build. It really would. But I would love to make sure that your name isn't like just sliding right off, being like, man, I can't even like catch a break here. Like that's one of the biggest challenges, because this thing looks like it should be really wealthy. And if you're not, you're like, I know, right? In my mind, I keep seeing it like it's supposed to be there. And then when I go out there to get it, I just can't seem to freaking put it together. And this is one of the biggest, oh man. Woo! Make sure your name is on point, okay, girl? We got it. We absolutely do this, okay? Let's keep going. Carmen, are you with me? Are you still here? Fucking legend, man. Appreciate you, Dustin, getting married next week, bro. Shabit, hey, what's up? Of course I can. I've got a list of people that I'm working at right now, so I'll make sure that if I have some time to get you, I will. Excited for our call this week, Carolyn. We absolutely are going to have a lot of fun. I hear you, Cyan hears me. I appreciate you for that. I really do, because honestly, like, you got a really strong bullshit meter. Okay, that 4 is like, don't put any like air in my wind sails here. Okay, like don't puff my ego at all. And then the 7 can kind of like understand intuitively how authentic the conversation really is. So you're like a really powerful lie detector. And the fact that you recognize me, I appreciate you for that. It would be a blessing to connect with you. If you guys are like, dude, I need to talk to this guy, I can't afford it, just try me. I promise you it's going to be worth it. And especially right now, 2 for 1. Go ahead and grab half an hour. Maybe 2 of you guys want to go in on a session half price for each of you. Like, trust me, I would definitely recommend that if we're going to meet for the first time, we should be hanging out for an hour or 90 minutes if you can, okay? So let's take a look. Carmen, are you with me? Because Carmen's not replying. See, this happens. This happens, and you just, what else can you do, right? So if you're with me, you're with me. Otherwise, Catherine, Tapora, Paul, Panya, Becca, Danella, Maya, if you guys are out there, let me know. If not, we're going to move on. I really do want to stay with you guys, but at the same time, I also have a late dinner, and my wife was messaging me. Sally was messaging me being like, I didn't read it yet. So I'm just going to quickly read it right now. And she says, I need help. Shit. All right, guys. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to cut this because when duty calls. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm just going to make sure that we have it. Oh, you guys are all still here too. Let me just, my kids are wreaking havoc upstairs, and we need daddy's help upstairs. So we're gonna have to cut it here, guys. But I appreciate you guys and so much, honestly, for being able to do this. My final thoughts, because I won't be able to read your guys' numbers, is that we're all dealing with a challenge that we have with ourselves. It's either our self-worth, our self-belief, our intelligence levels are working against us, or our communication levels are working against us, our visualization is working against us, we can't see how powerful we are, we don't say the best things about ourselves, we don't feel the best things about ourselves, we do and eat things that are negative for us. Like, we get a chance to really mess it up on every single different level. So, whether it's inside, outside, up, down, left, and right, just know that there's a way to numerologically align your path so that you can actually get to a better place in your world. And that's one of the most powerful tools that I've ever found, was that your vibration's worth it. There's a reason why you're watching. There's a reason why you're listening. There's a reason why you're with us. And I'd like to think that's because you're on the journey to becoming better and getting better. So I wanted to cover a few things that I had, because I'm not able to finish your guys' reading, and I feel really sad and sorry about that. I gotta go. I'm going to keep my flash sale open until the end of the Lion's Gate, okay? So for all of the 17th, now listen carefully, there's like 16 people watching this right. I don't know how many are gonna get this far in the replay. I need all of you guys to share this video, and forget watching the host party. I'm about to close it. So share this video and say, watch the replay. Bobby's doing a 2-for-1 until the end of today, or the end of the 17th. And I would really appreciate you guys doing my advertising and my marketing for me, because I don't do this on a business page. I do this on my personal page. So if you guys do that for me, I would be very blessed. I feel like I can really give back to a lot of people. You guys can go ahead and book sessions in together in case you're like, yo, let's go halfers on this. I will be here with you guys to help you guys grow into the ultimate version of success you guys are going to be. I always will be here for you, but it's going to be kind of a quiet week without Bobby, and it's going to be a quiet week without my social media while I tie the knot and I get married to my lovely soulmate. I'm so super excited to show everybody our slideshow and have all my friends and family there with us. It's going to be an amazing time. Book in your session. There's a massive invitation. I want you guys to help me here. This is you guys are in a Lionsgate energy, okay? I am going on tour, and this is a massive invitation to what's happening next. I got a bunch of things on the go. I just put something else on my plate. I'm going on tour to every place that can give me a room full of 12 people for 3 days. Okay, so we're going to be booking tour dates of small little mini spiritual numerology workshop retreats that are going to be absolutely full intensive, fully immersive, absolutely aligning. It's going to be so amazing. I'm leaking it here first. You're not going to see any marketing on this just quite yet. You will see it very, very soon. But if you're watching this, just envision that for me. That I've got a group, it's in a city. I don't care if it's in Australia, New Zealand. I don't care if it's in North America, everywhere in the world. I'm going to come to Bali. We'll do it. We're going to get an Airbnb. It's going to be 12 people, plus me and Sally and my kids, obviously. We're going to have a really powerful weekend. It's going to be fresh food. There's going to be powerful speaks there. We're going to work through your business, through your limiting beliefs, your higher vibe, align the shit out of everything in your world. We're going to help you grow by combining bits and pieces of all of the amazing things that everyone has to offer, and really put that into a really powerful place for you guys in a single event. It's going to be a retreat. I think I'm going to call this something like the, what was the word I called for it? Numerology wealth workshop. Okay, so we're literally going to take a numerological understanding for what I do and pop it right into your digital marketing business. It's going to be unbelievably amazing. You're going to get the chance to fine tooth comb through everything. We're going to get the thing powerfully nutritionally catered. There's going to be content for you. We're going to build you and help you write your story, help you film some ads. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and we're really excited for this. But I really wanted to let you know that I was here for you, and I'm going to be doing this. So in case you're like, shit, I need to be there. Ticket prices are going to be somewhere like early birds are going to be like $1,100, and I'm going to be doing a regular ticket price sale for like $1,500 or something. It's going to be like 3 days, all inclusive. Could be even 4 days depending on the venue, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I appreciate you guys paying witness to what I'm saying right now, because events have been like bubbling up for me, and now I've got an event coordinator, so shit's getting real. Like, I've actually hired and enlisted a professional to help me get through to the next stage. So I appreciate you guys so much for being there for me and with me. It's because of you guys that I'm getting the chance to do this. My final farewell is that I will see you guys next week in like 10 days or something. If I can, I'm going to sneak in for a quick little go live. If I can. If I can't, then unfortunately we're not going to do that. But if you're watching and enjoying this, stay tuned. In a few weeks, we're going to be able to find me on Spotify, YouTube, or iTunes, Spotify. Wow. The ultimate solution, the solution artist, Bobby at Parihar. It's going to be so super cool. My podcast is coming out. I appreciate you guys for everything. Honestly, this is so much gratitude I have for my people in here. If you haven't done it yet, let's sit down and have literally the most important conversation you'll ever have in your entire life. And that's the one that circulates around you. I promise you there's nothing more critical, there's nothing more applicable, there's nothing more relevant than the journey and the path that you've been living. And it's stunning, like literally awe-inspiring to see someone who doesn't know you tell you your story. One of the most eye-opening experiences ever. All right, guys, much love. We'll talk to you soon. Take care and have a great night.